Like our demographic are all like 75, so they don't know who the Oski is.
The Oski they know.
Yeah.
Dead. Yeah. They're all talking about AI right now.
Everything's agentic.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a crap?
Yeah.
Get over yourselves.
Not Pony Express. What's the other one?
I don't know. The Donkey Express.
Yeah. But yeah.
The stagecoach? The stagecoach. That's a slow-ass stagecoach if it's run by donkeys.
Welcome to Hella Foggy, a podcast about the Bay Area.
I'm Greg, and he's Wayne.
We're two Bay Area natives from both sides of the bay.
Our podcast gets a little ranty.
A little sentimental.
Sometimes informative.
But mostly pointless.
Basically, it's just us trying to make sense of this weird place we love and call home.
So tell us if you know Oski's secret identity.
And enjoy Hella Foggy.
Hey, Greg.
Hi, Wayne. What's Oski?
I didn't know he had a name until recently.
Yeah. But who is he?
Fine. I'm going to tell the viewers. Welcome, viewers, to our episode of Hella Foggy. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're coming back for more, I guess we did something right. Oski is Cal Berkeley's mascot.
Oh, the golden bear.
He is the one and only golden bear.
Yeah.
I guess there's two, because there's Oski and then there's the bear that's in the logo, right? Which looks more like a real bear versus a Hanna-Barbera bear.
Yeah.
Before we get there, though, one little take back, and it's not a huge take back, so don't get upset now, Greg. We're not going to rewrite history.
All right.
But we were trying to remember, I think there was a couple episodes ago, we were talking about Calistoga, right? Where the spring water comes from. And then you had said that it was inspired by someplace in New York.
Yep.
And so a friend of the show, Peter, responded to us and he was like, it's Saratoga. So Saratoga Springs in New York was the inspiration for the naming of Calistoga. There's a really interesting story about it, though.
All right, let's hear it.
So when the founders at the time, they were calling it the Saratoga of California. But one night as they were getting inebriated, they called it the Calistoga of Sarafornia. So they mixed it up and then eventually became Calistoga.
Oh, well, I like that story.
Yeah, it's a cute story. But there is a Saratoga in California as well, in the Bay Area.
There is. It's like on the peninsula, right?
Is it Peninsula or South Bay or something? Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so while we're telling, can I get the mascot thing out of the way? Because it's driving me nuts. I just found this out. It's making me crazy.
What do you know about Oski?
Well, he was designed, Wayne, by a fellow named Art Evans, who, it turns out, designed most of the animal mascots of college football.
That's crazy.
It is, and it's a crazy story. And the reason we're talking about Oski is we're talking about Bay Area icons. And it's kind of an esoteric thing, what we're talking about. We're going to talk about logos that are familiar. We're going to talk about buildings. We're going to talk about all the visual cues that, like, tell us we're in the Bay Area. Does that make sense?
Yeah. There's landmarks that signify that you're talking about the Bay Area.
Stuff that would go on a postcard and people go, oh, that person's in the Bay Area.
Yeah. Sometimes stereotypical, sometimes very iconic. Yeah, there's definitely a lot to go over in this episode.
So, like all the college mascots look the same. They look like they're from old Bugs Bunny cartoons, right? And that's because one guy drew them all. And it was, so back in the day, this guy would go from college to college and sell them their mascots. So the reason they all wear those things that look like sailor caps, like Oski has his little beanie, they're actually called the freshman beanie. And that's what freshmen at universities would wear, I guess, a beanie. I don't know. That was.
How old is this? How far does it go back? Where the guy designed all the mascots.
How far back?
Yeah, like what year was this? Like in the 20s?
32 is when he became the head artist for the Angelus Pacific Company of Fullerton. And then, so, like I said, they didn't really have mascots then, or if they did, they weren't like, or they, sometimes they have like a live goat. That's the mascot. So this guy would go around to weirdly college bookstores, because I guess that's where they would sell the merchandise stuff, and say, hey, look at this catalog. You're a goat. Here's a nice goat I drew. So that's why they all look the same. It was one guy who made all the mascots. So if you look, like, they're all over the place, his mascots. So Michigan, what is that? The
Wolverines.
Right. And Wisconsin. Yeah. Benny the Beaver from Oregon. The Slobbering Wolf of North Carolina. And then
he got around.
He got around.
It's not like he was just going up and down the coast, hitting all the Pac-10 or Pac-8 back then. And, he's going across the country.
Purdue. He did the Boilermakers logo.
Oh, my God. That's right.
I love the
That's right. The Boilermaker does look like, did he do the Ohio State mascot as well?
I don't know. I think he did Princeton. He did the Princeton Tiger.
Okay.
And it's just one dude. And so if you're curious about this, and it's like esoteric as heck, but if your favorite college mascot, A, looks like it's from a Heckle and Jekyll cartoon, and then B, they have a notch in their eye, like where the pupil is, that is going to be an Art Evans original. And then, like I think I mentioned, he sold the same characters over and over again to high schools, to colleges. So there's a lot of overlap, and you couldn't do that now, of course, because everyone would sue each other. But yeah, it has nothing to do with the Bay Area, but it does kinda. But it's just an interesting thing that you can share over the dinner table with your loved ones. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, but who is Oski then? Isn't Oski the mascot?
That's different.
Not the illustration? Like, there's the physical mascot.
Yeah.
Right? Would that be Oski, or does the name Oski refer to any time there's a bear?
I think it's both the physical mascot and the logo. But I think it's just the cartoon, because I think, like, if you look at the bears now, they have that really boring sort of grizzly bear. But they still have Oski.
Yeah.
And no one knows who Oski is underneath the mask, Wayne.
Is it? Yeah.
It's secret.
You mentioned that.
Well, it's run by the Greeks, and they don't tell. I didn't go to Berkeley, by the way. I just grew up near Berkeley.
I think neither of us did.
Yeah. But I met a former Oski.
Oh.
And I couldn't tell you his name if I remembered it, because I had met him once. But
you're sworn to secrecy, too.
I don't know if I was even sworn to secrecy, because I don't think he was supposed to tell me. I'm the perfect gossip, because I have such poor memory that I can't give you the particulars of who this guy was.
All right. Well, if anybody knows out there who Oski is, and you're willing to go undercover and talk in a dark silhouette with a voice modulation tool.
Yeah, like you'd be like the
witness for protection,
the Phantom Diner.
Tell us who it is.
But also, like, our demographic are all like 75, so they don't know who the Oski is.
The Oski they know.
Yeah.
Dead. Is long gone. On a tombstone somewhere, it said Oski number 18.
Right. I think it's a mass burial site. Up at Lair of the Bear, they have a pit where they throw the Oskies in, and it's like an elephant graveyard.
Yeah, and it only fits the big head of Oski.
Yeah. What a sad story we came up with.
Yeah, just went really bad. You mentioned landmarks, right? When you think of landmarks, like, what do you think of?
I think I go immediately to Coit Tower.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is a very graphic looking thing, if I can say that about a 3D object
in so many ways.
But right? It's and so it's this beautiful, very simple, very I mean, it helps that it's sort of Art Deco. So it's already like the elements, there's not a lot of elements to it. So it makes it very crisp and elegant.
Yeah.
What about you? What do you think is an icon?
In the context of like logos and stuff, I think the bridge gets used a lot.
Yeah.
Right. For example, we talked about this at one point, right? Cisco, the company, right? The tech company.
Yeah.
Well, sound waves represent the bridge.
Right.
And so there's that one.
And their name is actually a truncation of San Francisco.
Yeah. Yeah. We went through that one time.
Yeah.
And, like some of the local television stations, right? Channel 4 used to have 4 as part of one of the towers of the bridge.
Right.
And it would sort of come out of the negative space. And, but yeah, I think the bridge tends to be used a lot.
Yeah.
The Golden Gate Bridge, at least. And, I think the western span of the Bay Bridge, if everything were black and white, it kind of looks the same,
Yeah.
That has a similar structure.
It has the same structure, but the Golden Gate Bridge is so much more, there's more attention to decorative detail. The Bay Bridge looks like it was built by Popeye in a cartoon. It's just all rivets and iron and and of course the new span of the Bay Bridge is a beautiful postmodern early 2000s seagull or something. It's very organic and it's cool looking, but I miss not that I miss. I prefer that kind of I'm a sucker for a cantilever.
Yeah. I remember driving across the bridge when I used to work in Oakland every morning. In my head, as I'm driving through that, I would play the Taxi theme in my head because there's that scene in Taxi.
Yeah, when you go through the bridge or you go through the tunnel,
you're on the lower deck, and so you see the sides of the cantilever, especially with the crisscrosses and all that.
Yeah,
it was kind of cool. But weirdly enough, you mentioned the new span of the Bay Bridge. That is sort of represented in the new Golden State Warriors logo.
Oh, right? All right.
And, conversely, in the old days when they used to be in San Francisco before they moved to Oakland, the city logo had a bridge on it as well. Yeah, the bridge gets used a lot.
I like the type of the city logo. So when we're talking about iconic things, objects or landmarks or whatever. So Michael Schwab, the graphic designer, did a beautiful series of posters for, I guess, the Golden Gate National Seashore or just maybe just the Bay Area that look like WPA posters from the 30s. And so he does that thing where he takes these simple shaped real objects and then kind of abstracts them and puts them in really simple color palettes, and they're beautiful.
Yeah.
So he does Chrissy Field. But what he does for Chrissy Field is he has the Palace of Fine Arts in shadow, and then he has a big, a heron.
Yep.
And it's really nice and pretty.
Yeah. Is it the national parks? There's something official, right? That hired him.
Yeah.
Commissioned these. They have one for Alcatraz, the Golden Gate Bridge and Muir Woods was one. Stuff like that. Right?
And he has one for Mount Tam, but not Mount Diablo.
No.
And Mount Tam is basically a pile of guano compared to Mount Diablo, which is mighty.
Yeah.
So I'm disappointed in Michael Schwab in that regard.
I'm going to take the other sort of stance, and I'm very proud of the fact that he actually was hired to do something for San Mateo.
Oh, well, no.
So when San Mateo was doing their rebrand, for their, Chamber of Commerce or whatever, they had hired him or maybe his studio or something to create a little logo branding exploration for the city of San Mateo.
Did it turn out good?
Yeah. At first, I wasn't in love with it just because I was of all the things in the city, you chose that building to sort of use as a representation. I would have done maybe the train station or something else. But he had taken this building and created it. It was weird because that building, I believe, had a Cajun restaurant in it for a while.
Yeah.
So it was just why that building? But I think there's some history behind that building. There's a lot of old buildings downtown San Mateo that go back quite a bit. Yeah. So he chose that, and it's grown on me a lot.
No.
So
in the 90s, there were 5 Michaels who are noted graphic designers. It's interesting. You don't really hear about graphic design as much coming out of San Francisco as you did back in the day, but it was a hotbed, Wayne, of graphic design.
Yeah. I'm actually looking up. I could have sworn I thought it was Michael Schwab for San Mateo. But if you can't find it, how come I'm not finding it?
Was it Michael J. Fox, maybe? Maybe you're confused.
Michael Jordan?
There's a lot of Michaels in the world.
We'll have to get back to that. It's interesting when you look up some logos that are sort of these big iconic brands from San Francisco. Weirdly enough, there was one that was really in the news recently.
Yeah.
So Levi's is the name of the stadium where the 49ers play.
Right.
Levi Stadium was covered up recently. Mm-hmm. And similar to all the other stadiums across the country right now during the World Cup, FIFA has strict rules about brands that are not associated with the association.
Yeah.
And so the logo on the marquee, it got covered up by this white tarp, right? And it looks kind of dumb. It's the iconic Batwing logo, the red logo that has Levi's in it, but it's covered up with a big white tarp.
That's dumb.
It looks so dumb, but everybody knows it, right? You can see the shape of the Batwing still. And so Levi's themselves were trolling this whole like cover up, and they put out a bunch of social videos, and even their Instagram channel has the covered up logo right now.
Oh, that's funny.
So it's kind of funny.
Good for Levi's.
Yeah.
FIFA is the most corrupt organization in the world. Anyways.
Do you know who designed the Batwing?
I'm guessing it was Michael J. Fox.
I'm going to give you one guess.
Michael Schwab.
No. Walter Landor and his team.
Landor. Okay. So Landor, of course, being a huge identity firm in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Massive. A friend of mine from high school for a while was the creative director on the visual identity for Chester Cheetah. So that's a big deal.
Is he still being used?
I have no idea. No, and they got sued because they wanted Tom Waits to do the voice for Chester Cheetah, and Tom Waits was like, hell no. And so they found a sound alike, and then Tom Waits sued them successfully.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We're covering a lot of ground in this episode.
Oh, I was going to say, like, we mentioned this logo before, and this is another Landor logo.
Yeah.
The Muni worm logo.
Right.
The Muni logo, which we've talked about, was developed by them. There's a couple other ones. B of A. Remember the old B of A logo where the B and the A would come together and there'd be like a bird inside the logo?
Yeah, it's an eagle.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was developed by them as well.
Yeah.
The BART logo was developed by them. And one of the iterations of the Gap. I think it's when the Gap turned into Gap in the blue square.
With the serif logo?
Yeah, the capital letters, right? No longer that sort of 70s, 60s, 70s lowercase.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was them.
Talking fonts on the podcast. Audio medium talking about fonts.
Yeah. What are logos that you remember? Or whatever.
All right. Here's the thing. Here's some visual things that I associate with the city. Okay. Right? Maybe we should put these on our Instagram so people know what we're talking about. We talked about the abandoned beer tower or whatever you want to call it. What the big storage barrels where the punk bands were. Mm-hmm. But there was also a giant ham sign as you came off the Bay Bridge.
Yeah.
That was neon, but it was like this sparkly thing. And it was so cool. And it was, I think it would even, like, the hams was neon. I may be confusing this with like 8 signs.
Yeah.
But it would fill up with the like sparkly lights. So it looked like it would fill up with beer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then there was a Coke sign that did the same thing. The Coke logo would fill up with these golden light bulbs. And that was a cool sign.
It's crazy the amount of signage on the skyline, right? Especially when you're driving towards the 80 connector to the bridge, right?
Right.
Yeah. So it's funny that you mentioned the Coca-Cola sign. Yeah. And my dad actually worked underneath that building. Mm-hmm. One of his first jobs in San Francisco was underneath the Coca-Cola sign downtown. So there's that. There's the old 76 Tower.
Right.
I don't know if that's still there or not. I think that's gone. For sure that's gone.
I think that building, I think, became condos like everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it had a digital clock like way before digital clocks were a thing. Yeah. And I think they also had the temperature too.
It probably rotated.
Do you remember the Yahoo sign that looked like a big motel sign?
If there was anything that screamed, or at least made me remember the 90s, was the Yahoo sign that was on there. I think that was done by Black Rocket, the agency.
At
that time.
And I don't think they're around anymore.
Yeah.
But then the opposite is coming from the airport into the city, and it's just tech sign after tech sign, and they all kind of suck. They're all really boring because you don't know what the
right now they do. Yeah. They're all talking about AI right now.
Everything's agentic. Like, who gives a crap?
Yeah.
Get over yourselves.
Yeah.
But the crab sign at Fisherman's Wharf with the big crab and the thing with the steering wheel for ships. What is that called?
Let's just call it that.
The ship's wheel, I guess.
Yeah. There's that sign, obviously the Pier 39 sign, and then the Ghirardelli sign, right? Ghirardelli Square.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a pretty iconic image.
And the Castro Theater sign.
Castro Theater. And now, like the Pride flags. Happy Pride.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Happy Pride.
Yeah.
Halfway through the month, but still, we're getting out there.
I think this episode comes out in July, but yeah.
But the Star Wars cranes.
Star Wars in Oakland?
Yes. Why do I have to bring it up? That's your kink. That's not me, but the Star Wars cranes.
So yeah, the Star Wars cranes in, I guess, the Oakland, what do you call that? Docks? Or
the Oakland port. The Port of Oakland.
Port of Oakland, right. As a kid, your imagination goes crazy that, oh my God, right? There's some Star Wars machinery out there. But it was the inspiration for the AT-ATs. I don't even know what they're called. I guess they're transport machinery. The big dinosaur, elephant dinosaur.
Imperial walkers.
Oh,
right?
Is that what they're called?
What? What are you trying to... You're doing some flim-flam and trying to make me the Star Wars dork.
Hey, you mentioned Hills Brothers, right? Earlier.
Yeah.
That sign is still there. If you're on the Embarcadero.
Yeah.
Like down where Palomino used to be and I guess Gordon Biersch, right?
Yeah.
Above that, there's the Hills Brothers coffee sign that still lights up. So I think that's a Google building now.
There you go. Oh, I got one.
Yeah?
I got one. I got a cool one.
Uh-oh.
The 49-mile drive Seagull Head.
Oh, the Seagull Head, where you see that all over the place as you're driving. How far down does it go? Down to like Santa Cruz?
I don't know. I don't know if it just... I think it crisscrosses the city quite a bit. I don't know how you would eat up 49 miles just crisscrossing the city. You'd have to do it 7 times to get to 49 miles. But yeah, it goes probably Big Sur and all that nonsense.
Yeah. No, that's a cool sign. Scenic Drive,
and that looks it looks kind of Michael Schwaby, if I'm gonna be honest. You know.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you're right. I guess it's only in the city. I always thought it was like the old not the Chuck Wagon, not Pony Express. What's the other one?
I don't know. The Donkey Express.
Yeah. But yeah,
stagecoach. The stagecoach. That's a slow ass stagecoach if it's run by donkeys.
Maybe we should try to recreate the 49 miles of the 49 mile scenic drive one day.
All right, we'll do that. We'll drive around for an hour. Now I want to do it just because, how do you eat up 49 miles in San Francisco?
It's actually 48.6 miles. It's, half a mile short of 49.
We'll blow the lid off the whole rotten scheme.
Conspiracy, yeah.
So scenic, though, does that mean you're driving the Great Highway or something? What's scenic?
I don't know. 49 miles to go back and forth. That's a lot of miles in San Francisco. San Francisco is only 7 miles wide and 7 miles tall.
Yeah, it's 49 miles square. So maybe you just drive all the way through San Francisco. It is a very pretty city, Wayne. So you just drive and then you loop back.
There are some incredible parts of San Francisco, and then there's some parts of San Francisco that are polar opposites in that case.
Are not scenic.
I was in the city last night, and I drove through the Tenderloin, and yeah, there's nothing scenic about that.
No.
So
no. Rainbow Tunnel.
That's definitely a landmark that has become pretty cool to go through.
And it's the Robin Williams tunnel now. Mm-hmm. Before it was just a rainbow tunnel, but then he died.
Yeah.
So they had to name something after him.
Have you ever played like a Pictionary or, something like that? Mm-hmm. If you get like a card that says San Francisco, what are you drawing usually?
Oh, that's a good question. I guess the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah. Golden Gate Bridge is one. I think if you're doing the skyline, it's a telltale sign that it's San Francisco. If you do the Transamerica Pyramid,
nice one.
It's just like boom, 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 and then a little triangle.
I draw the Reverend Jim Jones from the People's Temple.
Okay,
it's pretty telegraphic.
A couple months ago, we went to the Transamerica Pyramid. They have a little museum or exhibit on the bottom of it where it talks about the history.
Yeah, we went to there.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
On one of our hand-holding dates.
Yeah, that's all we do is just hand-hold. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with friends holding hands.
No, it's well, your hands are a little sweaty.
Yeah, well, so are yours. So
yeah, if anybody's in San Francisco, it's a free exhibit. You can go to the base of the pyramid and actually go in there and learn a little history about, when it was built and the challenges and all that. And then they'll also have a separate exhibit room where I think it rotates. When we were there was like an Eames exhibit.
Yeah, that's right. And it was really good.
It was very cool.
And you could do it like in 15 minutes. It's not like...
And the best part is free.
So if you're downtown, you're eating lunch, you want some culture, you can go to the little museum and just and hang out.
You want to walk off your Crab Louie or something?
Yeah.
You can do that.
Or your several drinks.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's several. I guess there's a martini crawl now that they're trying to promote in San Francisco. You see that?
I don't need that. I can do that on my own. I don't need hand holding except from Wayne, my friend.
They're sweaty palms.
Sweaty men holding hands. Conservatory of Flowers. Of course. It's a beautiful thing.
Oh, that is a nice one.
Yeah. And so that was on an album cover. There's a San Francisco band from the 80s called Rain Parade. And they have the Conservatory of Flowers on one of their albums called Explosions in the Glass Palace. And it's like done kind of with unnatural colors. I don't know what you would call that. But they made it look very psychedelic. So there you go.
Isn't there like a death flower or something that blooms once a year in there?
Yeah, they have that stinky flower.
Yeah.
And it blooms like once every 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it smells like rotting meat.
Oy.
So,
Oy.
Yeah.
Why would you even want to... Yeah. I mean, people wait for it and line up for it. Sounds terrible.
I wonder, like, if it bloomed during Lent, if you'd be allowed to go, because it smells like meat.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a lot of many heavy theological questions come from the rotting meat plant.
Yeah.
And then Bimbos. Bimbos had that big sign, the Bimbos 365 Club. I forgot what street it's on. And the Condor Club, the notorious strip club that had...
Yes, Carol Doda.
Where Carol Doda. And I think she was one of the first women to get a saline breast augmentation. That was our claim to fame as a city. And then so someone died because they were having sex... they had a piano that like was lowered from the ceiling, and so some guy who was like a doorman at the Condor Club was having sex with one of the stripper ladies while like during the day when it wasn't open or something, and the the piano started getting lifted to the ceiling and they got crushed.
Oh my God!
What a way to go!
The best way to go.
I don't know.
Oh man, that's like a Looney Tunes way to go. But it's so funny since I guess our red light district, right, Broadway, is on the border of Chinatown and in between Chinatown and North Beach. We used to have to drive up that street all the time, right? And as a little kid, like you would just casually always look out the window looking for the sign, and you would see big owls, right? But then you would always just like just time it perfectly where you look out and see Carol Doda on the sign.
Right.
Or is it Carol Doda's image on the sign, or is it just like a woman?
I think that illustration is so bad it could be any woman.
It could have been anybody. Yeah.
I don't know if it's even still there, but there was there was a sign of a lady, and it was very crudely drawn, and then she's wearing like a bustier, and then her nipples were red light bulbs that flashed. Yeah.
The best, especially at nighttime. But yeah, that sign is no longer there. It just says Condor now, I think.
And then Big Al's was like
was right next door, right?
Yeah, and it was a big gangster, like, and he was holding a machine gun.
I used to think that was like, as a kid, you're like, oh, that's the bodyguard or the pimp or whatever.
Like you had a whole story of the people on the signs.
Yeah, absolutely. You had mentioned tech logos and, with Yahoo, right?
Yeah.
Who else had some really interesting, obviously Apple being one of the most iconic little things that exists now, right?
Yeah.
But Apple is interesting because, it started off, the original logo was like this woodcut illustration type thing of Isaac Newton sitting under an apple tree. Right. And the Apple computers or whatever was like written in this like banner above the logo or the illustration.
That sounds like a horrible logo.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't.
And then it evolved into.
It wouldn't scale, right?
Yeah.
And it would like.
No.
Yeah. I hate it. I hate the description. I don't know what it looks like, but I hate it. I'm very negative today.
Today?
Yeah. Yeah.
Only today, you're saying?
Only today.
Yeah.
What about City Hall? City Hall is pretty cool.
As a landmark?
Yeah. Besides all the homeless.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there's that restaurant, Julius's Castle, which is like this prom restaurant, but it's on a hill, like way up on a hill, kind of overlooking, I think, like the ad ghetto. Like over there. And I remember going as a teenager to prom to eat there. And it's just like this old school San Francisco restaurant that's on a hill. And it kind of looks like a castle. I don't even know that's iconic. About, there's that weird building in North Beach where it's a tower and it has a blue dome on top. And I don't know what it is. I think it's a house.
Yeah. There's this house on, I think, is it Bay? Right like above the old Tower Records.
Yeah.
Like as you're heading towards Golden Gate Bridge or, Christie Field and the marina and all that stuff. Right. When you're climbing that hill.
Yeah.
Right. On the left, there's this house that has a huge mural on it.
Yeah.
And it was huge. It was like a 4-story house, but there would be like a keyhole mural. Do you remember this?
No.
It was fascinating and it was beautiful. Like it was just like somebody, whoever owned that house, commissioned this artist to paint something on that.
I kind of am remembering it now. Oh, and there was the Church of Satan mansion. I want to say it was on Fell Street. Maybe it wasn't on Fell, but it was like no, it wasn't. It wasn't the Church of Satan. It was the Jefferson Airplane Mansion, and it's where they lived collectively, like in the 60s. And it was this black building with like a mansion, but not a huge mansion, with gold pillars out front, and it was black and scary, and the rest of the neighborhood was like just that kind of white San Francisco color. You know what I mean? Like gray and white, like the avenues, that kind of color.
Yeah.
And this was black and gold. It was like
well, I mean, I just mentioned Tower Records. I mean, if you think about sort of like iconic landmarks in San Francisco.
The Tower Records corner, to me, was the most LA corner in San Francisco.
Yeah, if you just took a picture of it, right, you didn't know where it was.
Yeah.
And it had a very LA vibe.
Yeah.
But then if you pull back and then realize where it was, then it's just like, wow, that's, at the edge of North Beach and I guess Fisherman's Wharf. Like it's just a couple blocks away, right?
Right.
It's very San Francisco, but it weirdly SoCal in that one corner.
Yeah, and I can't put my finger on why. I think part of it is the building itself was situated on the lot at an angle.
Yeah.
And for some reason.
Yeah, at an angle.
Yeah.
And it also had a parking lot.
That's what it was. It was the parking lot made it look like LA. It's true, though. It's just that the subtle thing of having parking in front of it was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah, of course you're in Torrance or whatever. So, when you had asked me about this topic about like landmarks and stuff, you also mentioned logos. So I went down, not a rabbit hole, but like certain ones came to mind that were very San Francisco that you may not even think about, but are brands. We talked about Levi's, right, being one, and we had mentioned the Gap. But one other one that I guess doesn't really get called out as a San Francisco one as much is the North Face.
All right.
Which is like when you think about, that logo itself, right? And the brand, it's gotten way more, global than it started as, right? Because I think it started in the 60s.
Right.
And I found out who founded them. It was a husband and wife duo,
right.
Susie and Doug Tompkins, who started the North Face.
Oh.
Yeah. And, obviously now it's like a huge global brand. I don't even know if they're headquartered in the Bay Area anymore. Maybe in the East Bay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that started in the city. And do you know what else they founded?
They founded Star Wars.
Esprit.
Oh, no, I think I knew that, actually.
Yeah.
And so at SF MoMA now, they have their art collection.
Oh, really?
And it's insane. It's like this huge contemporary art collection.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think Esprit exists anymore in the United States.
Right.
But the brand still exists outside of this country.
All right. So, that's awesome.
Yeah. And the Esprit used to be in what is now the Dogpatch district area. Mm-hmm. And there is a park there called Esprit Park.
Oh.
That is named after where the warehouse used to be.
Because it's interesting. So that I know where you're talking about. It's like down by the ramp and all that area. Mm-hmm. And then they had an outlet store where they would have they would have stuff that was like one-offs. Like they would sell stuff that they used to like prototype stuff. So they had these insane clothes that never made it to the store that were Esprit.
Yeah, yeah. My cousin used to work there.
Oh, gall.
So...
Right.
Yeah, I think it's down on Minnesota or something in that area.
Yeah.
So it's a little flashback into fashion from the Bay Area.
And also it's connected to James Bond because the car in The Spy Who Loved Me was a Lotus Esprit. So many layers.
There you go.
All right. I have a question for you, Wayne.
Sure.
Did you ever go to Laserium? Are you too young?
Laserium? What's that?
Yeah. So... Oh my gosh.
Okay.
It was at the California whatchamajigger of the Sciences in the park, right? And it was in the planetarium.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. I don't even know if the planetarium's still there, but the planetarium was, of course, a planetarium where they would show like slideshows on a dome. So it felt like more scientific or something. But then they would do like... it was for stoners exclusively, and it wasn't for stoners exclusively, but it was on the dome of the planetarium. It'd be like Friday night at like 10 o'clock at night. They would play like Pink Floyd and Jimi Hendrix and all this stuff, and then they would draw things with lasers on the on the dome, and it was mind blowing at the time to watch drawings made with lasers. And so sometimes they would draw like figures, and then sometimes it would look like Etch-a-Sketch, or not Etch-a-Sketch, spirograph kind of like geometric patterns.
Yeah.
It was a good time, Wayne.
That's awesome. I love going to the planetarium.
Yeah.
I don't remember ever seeing Laserium. But yeah, when you went to the planetarium, like as a kid, it felt like you were about to take off into space. Like it was an event, right?
Yeah, and part of it was just the fact that the seats were like laid back a little bit. So it's like, ooh, this is different.
I want to say a lot of it as an adult. Like now the planetarium that exists at the museum.
Yeah.
When I took my kids, it was a great time to take a nap.
Oh yeah. I can't imagine. I couldn't go now because I would just like 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
Like it's the room dims. The seat's already laying back.
Your
a little
seat
bit.
goes back.
Yeah. I'd be asleep.
Out. Yeah. Speaking of space,
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Captain Satellite?
No. What is Captain Satellite?
Well, apparently Captain Satellite was this kids show on Channel 2.
Right.
I guess they had a spaceship called the Laser 2.
Uh-huh.
There's some element in the show that inspired the actual logo that we know now, right? The iconic, what they call the Circle Laser 2.
Oh.
And it's the circle with the zigzag of the 2 going through it.
Yeah.
So that was inspired by their kids show called Captain Satellite.
Captain Satellite.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you had watched that.
There was Captain Cosmic, and that was on Channel 2, and that was with Bob Wilkins.
Yeah. Maybe it evolved into that.
Because there was. Oh, here it is, Captain Satellite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for anybody who lived during that time, if you guys watched it, send us an email and tell us what you thought of that television show. You can email us at hellafoggypodcast@gmail.com or send Greg or myself a message if you know us personally. Also, you can go to our Instagram channel and contact us there and subscribe or follow.
Send us a fax.
Yeah, send up some facts. Like all the stuff that we talked about today. If something was missing, let us know what you thought was either a landmark or sort of imagery, logos. So we'd love to hear from you. Greg would love to hear from you.
No. No, I would.
All right. Any final thoughts, Greg?
Well, I hope people enjoyed this episode, and I encourage people to be kind to each other and to enjoy the nice weather.
That's awesome.
Those are my final thoughts.
It is really lovely out there right now. So definitely enjoy everybody's time right now. This episode is going to come out probably right before the 4th of July. So happy birthday, America.
250 years.
250. Yeah. I'm still collecting bicentennial quarters. For anybody who has them, please send them to me.
All right, Wayne. Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th, everybody. Talk to you guys soon. All right. See you, Greg.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I hate that movie,
That's awesome. You hate a lot of mainstream things, apparently.
Yeah, because they suck, because they're mainstream. They're stupid. Dude.
There's nothing wrong with mainstream. That's why it's mainstream. A lot of people like them.
No, but the Top Gun is a series of war crimes is what that movie is.